The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty Impact Day. Just for a couple of tips for an enjoyable webinar this morning, please have a pen and paper or tablet on hand to take notes. You can email me at stacybenedict@bhhsfloridarealty.com or text me at 954-579-7555 if you are experiencing any technical difficulty and need a little assistance. You can view your own control panel by clicking on the arrows in the upper right-hand section of your screen. And if you have a question or just want to chat with us, you can enter these in that chat box, and I will be monitoring these throughout the presentation today. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to Sean Stradosky. And Sean, it's all yours.
Welcome to Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty Impact Day. My name is Sean Stradosky, Vice President of the Southwest Region. What a great way to start your day by tuning into this morning to Impact Day. This morning, you will learn about the tools and services designed to enhance and benefit your real estate career. We have a dynamic lineup of real estate professionals that will walk us through the services, products, and tools available to each of us that will help grow our business. Meet my counterparts. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty has 3 regional vice presidents. Each regional vice president oversees the activity of 10 or more offices. Elaine oversees Orange, Osceola, Seminole, Manatee, Hillsborough, Sarasota, Brevard, Lake, and Alachua counties. Carol Hill oversees Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, Indian River counties, and I cover Collier, Lee, and Charlotte counties. Ray Mesa is our president and CEO. Ray is currently overseeing the Southwest region with Miami-Dade and Broward counties. He is active in National Association of Realtors, Florida Realtors, and his local association, the Miami Association of Realtors. Ray unrepeatedly ranks among real estate's most powerful and influential real estate industry leaders, according to the Swampiel Power 200, one of America's most influential executive publications. In 2019, RIS Media announced that Ray was inducted into RSI Media's Real Estate Newsmaker Hall of Fame and continues to make headlines as a real estate newsmaker. Ray does an outstanding job keeping us up to date with newsworthy industry information. Be sure to read his valuable emails. Joining us today is Eric Spotswood, Regional Market Manager for Prosperity Home Mortgage. Prosperity Home Mortgage is a full-service mortgage banker specializing in residential and refinance loans. Prosperity Home Mortgage offers a wide range of mortgage products, which Eric will review. Having worked with Eric and his team, I have witnessed their dedication to you and your customers. Prosperity Home Mortgage is all about doing and getting it right. We will hear from Rob Dutcher, Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Rob will navigate us through the closing process. Closing with Florida Title and Guarantee Agency is the #1 ingredient for a successful closing. Be sure to read the monthly news brief that is delivered to your email. It contains a wealth of information on industry-specific articles designed to keep you informed and up to date. Also joining is going to be Carolyn Bradley, Account Executive with Cinch Home Services. A home warranty can make a huge difference in getting to a successful closing. Cinch is the leading warranty for home appliances and systems. With Cinch, when things break down, Cinch steps up. Caroline and her colleague, Kim Bernstein, do a great job working with all of our offices company-wide. You will see and hear from them during your office sales meetings. Welcome to Sharon Sapp, Regional Vice President of Business Development and Relocation. Sharon will address outgoing referrals and broker-to-broker referrals. Business opportunities designed to enhance your earning potential and grow your network base. In 2018, our relocation department was honored with the Outstanding Performance and Commitment to Service Excellence Relocation Award by Brookfield Global Relocation Services, and was also honored in 2018 as Supplier Excellence Award by Lexicon Relocation. Sharon and her team continue to deliver outstanding, award-winning customer service. Our final presenter will be Stacy Benedict, Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. Stacy will walk us through the tools and the products designed to grow your business and help increase name awareness. We indeed are a very special company. In January of 2019, we were welcomed into the Home Services of America Company, an affiliate of Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett's quote is so perfect. A home is one of the most important assets that most people will ever buy. Homes are always where memories are made, and you will want to work with somebody you can trust. We are also honored to be a part of the Home Services team. Home Services is an outstanding organization within a world-class portfolio of real estate brands and an experienced leadership team. Becoming a member of the Home Services family of companies gives us a unique opportunity to grow and better serve our customers and you, our sales professionals. Home Services is a Berkshire Hathaway affiliate based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and through its operating companies is the nation's premier provider of home ownership services. Home Services is also the owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services franchise network. Home Services is local real estate with a nationwide reach. In 2000, the Home Services family of companies facilitated over 346,000 transactions. It was a strong and successful company. It is a strong and successful company with a culture of integrity and a long-term investment philosophy. In March of 2021, according to RealTrends' annual Power Broker report, Home Services of America was once again named #1 real estate company in the nation based on transactions and the #1 company for core services per transactions. Thank you for your contribution in helping us achieve this honor. In 2020, our sales volume exceeded $3.3 billion with over 12,000 real estate transactions. Our firm consistently ranks in the top of 15 companies in the Berkshire Hathaway network of companies. In the state of Florida, we are the #1 Berkshire Hathaway affiliate in sales volume and number of units. We have a great deal to be proud of. We are a full-service brokerage founded in 1999. The company is comprised of 35 branch offices across the state, serving 21 counties and over 1,650 sales professionals. As a matter of convenience for you and your customers, you are welcome to use any of our office locations. Just have your business card handy when you're visiting another office. Our company is very diversified and uniquely positioned to assist home buyers and sellers from many different countries. Take a look at the languages spoken throughout our firm. Among our 1,650 sales professionals, there are 34 languages spoken. If you are fluently speaking a second language, please be sure to let your managing broker know. The brand. Berkshire Hathaway brand is one of the most respected names in business worldwide. Warren Buffett said, "You will gain from the strengths of those around you." Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is a real estate brokerage network built for a new era in residential real estate. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is among the few organizations entrusted to use the world-renowned Berkshire Hathaway name. According to the 2020 Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the 4th largest public company in the world. The A-share stock of Berkshire Hathaway is currently priced at $417,204. Strength, integrity, trust, longevity, and excellence make up the DNA of Berkshire Hathaway. Check out some of the Berkshire Hathaway companies. You'll see some very familiar household brands. Additionally, you will be sure to visit the Berkshire Hathaway Resource Center to learn how you can save on Geico insurance and receive other discounts and benefits, all because of your brand affiliation. In 2020, according to Fortune magazine, the Berkshire Hathaway brand is the 5th most admired company worldwide and has ranked amongst the top 5 companies for the past 13 years. The Berkshire Hathaway Homes Real Estate Network is comprised of more than 50,000 sales professionals with nearly 1,500 sales offices operating in North America, Europe, and Asia. Our international expansion continued in 2020. We welcome to the family Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Toronto Living Realty, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Quebec, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Colonial Homes in San Miguel, Mexico, and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Cancun Properties in Cancun, Mexico. We added. These fine companies joined our other international affiliates, Gulf Shore Properties in Dubai, Rabina Real Estate in Berlin, K & Company in London, and Maggi Properties in Milan. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Portugal Property in Lisbon, Portugal, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services in Lavia in Madrid, Spain, and in April of this year, we are proud to share Berkshire Hathaway welcomed its first franchise in New Delhi, India. The network membership map we are looking at is a great visual that shows the reach of the Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate Network. This is a page you will want to include in your listing presentations. The map can be found in the BHHS Resource Center. Our strong culture aligns with our belief in giving back. All Sunshine Kids activities are free of charge to the children and their families. Thousands of children have enjoyed group activities, adventure trips, and the emotional support they need during the most difficult times in their young lives. The Sunshine Kids Foundation is a nonprofit organization and is not dependent to government funding. All monies come from individuals, foundations, and corporations. In 2001, our company has raised our company has raised over $3.3 million, and thanks to your efforts, we are the #1 Sunshine Kids fundraiser in Florida. Please go to www.sskchampions.com or text SSK to 50155 to donate. Plus, you can also sign up for automatic commission contributions. Please talk with your managing broker to sign up. Thank you for your support and dedication to the Sunshine Kids. Buying or selling a home is an emotional experience, and people need an expert to partner with. A trusted real estate advisor to provide advice on the smartest moves possible and the strength of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Forever brand. A Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty sales professional is the stability customers need in a world that never stops moving and changing. By tuning in today, you've taken an important step in discovering how you can continue to be the knowledgeable, trusted real estate sales professional that your customers count on. Thank you for joining us today. You are an important part of our company, our culture, and our future. You are in the right place, at the right time, and with the right company. We are glad you are here. Joining us now is Eric Spotswood, Regional Marketing Manager with Prosperity Home Mortgage. Welcome, Eric.
Don, thank you for having me. Who's excited and ready to talk about lending? Right? Nobody, I'm sure. Oh God, it's the numbers guy. Please, the hell, I hope this ends quick. But no, we're going to talk about lending. We're going to talk a little bit about who we are, what we do, and how we can help you in your business, because ultimately that's why we're here. So we'll talk a little bit first about who is Prosperity Home Mortgage. Show of hands if you've ever heard of us before you joined Berkshire Hathaway. I can't see any hands, but I'm guessing there's not a lot of. But we've been around for a long time. We've actually been around since 1984. We're in 45 states, and we're in 700 Berkshire Hathaway branches. We did $15 billion in business last year, and we're named one of the top lenders in the country, Mortgage Executive, Scotsman's Guide, and who doesn't love a good Zillow review? 4.97 out of 5 stars. So don't use this because we think we're great. Use this because our clients think we're great. I always say that's like me using, if I didn't have the Zillow reviews in there, I could say I'm great all day, but that's like my mom saying I'm handsome. It doesn't really carry a whole lot of weight, but our clients think we're fantastic. So outside of great reviews, what's the reason that we're part of it? The reason that we're part of it, we are Berkshire Hathaway. We were purchased by Berkshire Hathaway in the third quarter of 2017. So we're a part of you. So when you're looking at who you can partner with and who you can put your trust in, we're going to do that more than your own company. So we're always going to do things. We're always going to set up processes, programs. We're always going to act in a way that benefits you because we're part of this company. Why? Because even though they acquired us, they really acquired our parent company, Long & Foster. Those of you who have been around the real estate industry for a while are probably familiar with them. It's about 12,000 agents in the Mid-Atlantic area. Long & Foster founded us, 35 years ago. I guess now it's 36 years ago. I'll have to update that slide. But anyway, they founded us, and when Berkshire Hathaway acquired them, they already had a lending arm, Home Services Lending. So when they acquired us, they looked at us and said, well, what are we going to do with this new group? So what they started doing was testing us out in certain pockets. They started testing us out in the fourth quarter of 2017 in the Georgia markets. And what they noticed was with no additional staff, just changes in processing and business, they had a 40% increase in mortgage business year over year. Not because of market changes or anything, just purely because we were able to do things more efficiently and move things faster. So they started us out then in Florida in the beginning of 2018, and the rest is history. Here we are. So the reason why they started expanding us into all those pockets is they found a real cultural synergy. And what I mean by that, I've been in the industry for 20 years. This is the first place that I can legitimately say that we're in this for the relationship and not just the transaction. Most places that I go, if you're looking at a loan, you're looking at what you're willing to do or not willing to do, a lot of that's tied to the profitability on that loan, but that's not the way we operate. I'll give you a quick story around that. We had a scenario where we closed a loan, sent us in a review, all 5 stars, everybody was really happy. But our CEO happened to be at a conference recently, and he was talking to one of the agents, and he said, I referred somebody over to you just recently. He said, great, how did that go? He said, it went really well, but the client's not happy. And he said, well, why is that? He said, well, yeah, they were just a little frustrated after closing. Went back and looked at that survey, a glowing review. So we reached out to the client and said, is there something that you can tell us? And they said, everything that you did was great, but after closing, I just thought I was going to have more money left. I didn't budget where I thought I needed to be. And I have a special needs child, and we were hoping to widen the door and be able to build a ramp. And we just didn't have the money on hand to be able to do that right away. So we're running into a little bit of a headache. We asked them how much that was going to cost. We figured that out. We stroked a check to them that afternoon. Similar situation, but completely different. We'll talk to clients, and I've done this multiple times, where they have bad appraisals coming in with other lenders, or we're running into other issues. We'll take on those clients. We had one that actually, I remember very specifically, they were in my local market. They were 3 weeks past their closing date. We're not going to be able to get to closing. They were then living in their mobile home or RV because they couldn't get into the new home. We took on the new loan. We made sure we tried to honor the old rate that was on their old file. And I not only did that, I paid for their old appraisal for them because the client shouldn't have to pay twice. So even though they got a bad appraisal on that loan, and that's not our fault, we're not looking at that. We're not looking at whose fault is it or what's the profitability. I was looking at what's the best thing for the client. And I remember that one specifically. As I mentioned, it was in my local market. I went to that closing, and I saw the gentleman and said, hey, congratulations. I know this is long overdue, you getting into your new home. I just wanted to personally come by and congratulate you. And I reached out my hand, and he looked at it, and he said, no. And I thought, this could be a long closing. And he said, come here. And this is pre-COVID, of course, so it was all very safe. And I got a hug from that client. I got a message from him that afternoon about how excited he was about us and the agent for connecting them with us. And then we got another message about 3 weeks later after they'd unpacked their last box. So it's those experiences, it's that kind of personality and making sure that we're building relationships, not transactions and repeat business. That's the reason that we're here and we're part of the partnership. But what are some other things that we do? Well, one of the things that we do is these great people on this next slide. They're people that are all local to your area. Now, when I hire people for my team, and I was real lucky because I was the first hire that was brought on here in Florida. So I got to hire all these people from scratch. So I got to hire people in the vein of what I wanted to project as a team. And what I want to project as a team is people who are really good loan officers and better people. And that's what I can say about all these individuals. So what's great about them is, even though I mentioned we're a $15 billion company, we're coast to coast, we're in all the different areas, which by the way is also a benefit to your client. You have anybody relocating to Texas or California or whatever it is, let us know. We'll make sure they're in great loan officer hands too. But we're also local. We're in your local markets. We're in your offices. We have the ability to meet with clients face to face. And these are the faces that are going to help them. Now, on the next slide, what I'm going to talk to you about is what are they going to help them with and what are they going to do? We have some great programs. The first one I'm super passionate about in every market, but especially in this market. I know I'm preaching to the choir right now, and this is a tight, difficult market, especially for buyers. So one of our programs is called the Buyer's Advantage Program. So mostly clients will get a pre-approval letter and then that's it. They're going to sit on that pre-approval letter until they get a signed contract, and then the actual heavy lifting starts. They're going to start sending in documents. They're going to go through underwriting. They're going to make sure they're actually getting the loan moving forward. Now, the scary part to that, and again, anyone who's been around the business has probably had a deal that fell through when it went into process. And you look at that and say, well, why? It was already approved up front. What happened? The way I always equate it is, it's like if you bring your car into the shop and they give you an estimate for the work that needs to be done. Normally, that estimate is not the work that actually is going to be done because they don't know, because they haven't looked under the hood of the car. The same thing's true with the pre-approval. They've gotten some stated information from a buyer, but they haven't looked under the hood of the car to find out their exact situation, to be able to document all the things that they stated are actually valid. As we look under the hood of the car and we start inspecting the situation, that's where we uncover things, and that's why sometimes deals fall apart. So what we do that's different than a lot of other lenders out there is the second we get that pre-approval letter, we're going to offer them the opportunity to begin sending us in documentation so we can fully underwrite that file. That's a benefit for a number of reasons. A, you avoid those last minute situations popping up like you have with those other lenders. I can uncover it while you're shopping rather than after you've battled so hard and finally gotten that contract and now you're in process and then we find out a snag. So I can get that out of the way. The other part of it is I never try to lie to myself. We're not the fun part of the process. No one is sitting at home going, I'm excited about this new house because I can't wait to do a loan. No one's ever said that in the history of the world. I get that. So what we can do is we can get that stress out of the way early while they're shopping, because it inherently becomes much more stressful the second you sign that contract, because now the clock's ticking. Stopwatch is going, the hair in the back of your neck standing up. That's where things get really stressful. Well, if I can do that while you're shopping, especially because shopping takes a little longer right now, and maybe you miss out on a couple bids, hopefully you don't. But if you have that extra time, why not use that to your advantage and get all of it out of the way so that you find the home you can actually focus on the fun things. How am I going to paint the walls? How am I going to organize the furniture? How am I going to fall in love with this house that I fell in love with when I was out shopping? So that's the stuff you want to do. So you get the lending out of the way earlier. But third, and this is especially important in this market, is it gives you a competitive advantage when you're putting your offers out there. If you go into an offer situation, there's a lot of different triggers that you can pull. You know, maybe you're going to do things with contingency dates. Maybe you're going to do things with waiving appraisal contingencies. You know, there's a lot of different triggers that you can pull. But one of the things that can separate you apart very easily is instead of walking in with a generic pre-approval letter, you can walk in with a fully underwritten loan commitment. So if everyone's offering around the same with a pre-approval letter and you come in with a fully underwritten and approved loan commitment, who has a competitive advantage in that situation? You do all day. So this is an absolutely free, absolutely no obligation option for the clients. There is no downside to them at all. So you gotta look at yourself and be like, well, why doesn't everybody just do this then? And it comes down to money. You know, I talked about the profitability per transaction. Most people are going to look at this, most lenders that is, and they're going to say, well, if I'm going to do that, that's going to involve processors, underwriters, compliance. Like, it's going to involve a lot of people. What if you don't get a house, or what if you don't pick me? I just spent all that money. I don't get any of it back. But we look at it the other way. What if you do? What if you do find that house? What's the difference in that experience? What's the difference in you getting to the closing table with a smile on your face that I know is largely going to impact how likely are you to be repeat business for us? So we'll take care of that. The other thing we'll do is we'll offer them the opportunity to lock that rate for free for 90 days while they're out there shopping. So we'll be able to protect the rates. We are in a rising interest rate environment, not aggressive. Most people feel like it's still going to stay suppressed here for a while, but they are moving up a lot more likely than they're moving down right now. So we can help protect that for 60 to 90 days for them for free while they're shopping. Another couple things, I won't hit all these bullets, but if you have clients that are out there that are teachers and first responders, we want to say thank you for what they're doing for the community. We will waive our origination fee. So you want to bring them to us because they're going to have less coming out of the pocket at closing. Our VA clients, as a way to say thank you, one of the founders of Long and Foster, Wes Foster, is a veteran himself. He had a large affinity to VA clients, as we do as well. Any client who goes through a VA loan with us will not only have their origination fee waived, but they'll have that appraisal credited back to them at the closing table. There is no cheaper VA loan out there in the industry, and we'll close it just as quick as we'll close a conventional loan. So we will do it just as fast, if not faster, and cheaper than anybody else that's out there. So for your VA clients, send them all in. A couple other options. We will do credit repair with people. We're not a credit repair service, but we can offer some advice. We have software that we can run into. So the thing I always like to say is when you send us a client, you're either walking out with one of two things. You're either walking out with an approval or a plan. One of those two things is going to happen to make sure we can get to the closing table. The last thing I'll touch on, the appraisals. Big issue out there in the market right now because there's so many escalatory situations. So appraising is hard. Appraising in this market, God bless them. I don't know how they do it. It's so hard to try to find the right comps as the market is going so crazy and so quickly. So one of the things that we do that differentiates us from everybody else that's out there is 90% plus lenders use appraisal management companies. Appraisal management company is basically hiring a third-party company that will find appraisers for you. The problem is, and you've probably run into this before, if you're in, say, Fort Lauderdale, all of a sudden you have somebody coming from Boca to do your appraisal. And you're like, why are you coming from Boca to do my appraisal? And we have somebody in Fort Lauderdale who knows these neighborhoods or knows the area, or all of a sudden you're in Fort Myers and somebody came in from Sarasota and you're like, why are you here? So that's because the appraisal management company puts out a halo and says, does anybody in this halo want to accept the order? And for the luxury of providing that appraisal, say the client got charged $500, they're going to keep, say, $150 of that in their pocket. So not only are they not coming from locally, they're coming for less money. So that's when you see an appraiser come through, whip through the property, get in and out of there. They don't know the market. They use comps that have you scratching your head. It's very confusing. So the thing that we did is we set up our own internal appraisal panel. And if you know any local appraisers, we're always looking to add. We want to get the best of the best in the industry. Why do they want to work with us? We'll charge the exact same fee. In the example I mentioned, $500. We don't keep a penny of it. We give 100% of that to the appraiser because we're not in this business to make money off appraisals. We're in this business to make sure we're getting that value right. So because of that, our rate of issues that we have with appraisals coming in not at value is less than a third of what the industry sees. And that's because we have local appraisers that were referred to us by Berkshire Hathaway agents. So if you have an opportunity, send that over and we would love to help out. Now, another thing is you're looking at your clients and you're looking at this, I'm sure, and saying, Eric, this is an amazing list of reasons why I would send a client to you. And you're right. But there's another reason why you would send clients to us. On this next slide, we have an opportunity where if you have somebody out there, because a lot of people do, they say they've already got approval on hand. Well, tell them, you send us that approval, we're either going to meet or beat it, or we're going to give you a $250 card. The only thing I ask is two things. A, I want it to be an actual offer. B, I want to make sure they can actually get it. I think those are reasonable bars to set. But we're that confident in what we do and how we do it. And we're never going to talk somebody into getting a worse deal. We want to make sure that they're getting what they think they're getting. That's why we like to see loan estimates on hand so we can truly see the details of the offer that they're getting and make sure it's an apples to apples comparison. But if we truly cannot do it, and they truly do get that deal, we'll happily hand them over a gift card and congratulate them on their loan closing. So whether it be our local support, our closings, our team, and some of the programs that we have out there, I think we have a lot of ways that we can benefit you. We're very, very excited to be part of the Berkshire Hathaway family. We carry a lot of pride with that name, and we know we need to be an extension of you and the service that you deliver, and that service is the absolute best in class in the industry, and that's exactly what we intend to do. So thank you all in advance. We look forward to an opportunity to partner with you and your clients. And if you ever need anything, one of the other differentiators is if things are going off the rails and it's with, say, a big bank, who do you call at Friday at 6 o'clock at night to get a hold of it? Well, the answer with Prosperity is me. You ever need to get a hold of anything, you escalate it. Even though we're a $15 billion company, I can get a hold. I have the cell phone numbers of all the national heads of every department. I can get them on the line. We talk through things. We resolve it. We move forward. My cell phone number is there. Feel more than happy to call me, text me, email me. I've got a 6-month-old at home, so I don't sleep that much anyway. So whenever you need us, we're here. We've got your back. So I hope everybody has a great day. Enjoy the rest of the presentations, and look forward to seeing you all in the local markets hopefully soon.
Hey, Eric, thank you so much. That's a wealth of information. We do have a question from one of our viewers. The question is, how long, time-wise, does a loan commitment last?
Yeah, that's a great question. I hear that all the time. So I'm going to answer it two ways. In theory, as long as nothing really changes structurally in the file, it's kind of good in perpetuity, because as long as the investors aren't changing their guidelines and the rates aren't moving and things of that nature, that approval really stays valid. But if you wanted a timeline ticker on it, a credit report, when you pull, it's only good for 90 days. So at the end of those 90 days, we'll have to repull credit. But as I mentioned a moment ago, as long as nothing's really changed in that credit, your score is in the same area, the investors haven't changed their guidelines, then you just kind of continue to roll that down the street.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Great job. Thank you again.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Okay, now it is my pleasure to welcome and introduce Rob Dutcher from Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. Rob, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy. Good morning, everybody. My name is Rob Dutcher. I'm the Business Development Manager for Florida Title and Guarantee. And the first thing we're going to take a look at is our leadership team. And the reason I show it to us is simply because, like Eric was just talking about, while we are part of the large company that is Berkshire Hathaway, every single person's email will have their manager's email on it. Meaning that if you have a problem, you can escalate it immediately. You don't have to go and figure out, okay, who's this person's boss, or what's this, or how's that. Here at Florida Title and Guarantee, we make sure that we're very transparent. So if you have a question, you have an issue, you can get with one of our managers. They have the experience, the commitment to customer service that we all expect throughout each day. And what is Florida Title and Guarantee? So we are the title company that you're going to see in your offices. So we are part of the family. We are there with you. Obviously, we have the commitment to customer service, and we carry it out through our protocols for turnaround times, any issues that come up, all of that fun stuff. All of our agents are licensed title representatives. Now, that's not needed in the state of Florida. It's something that we do to make sure that we have the most knowledge available to you as the real estate agent at any point. And so it's not a requirement. You don't have to do it. We really want to make sure that we do it. Everyone is licensed. Everyone takes tests the same way you do. We take classes throughout the year. I just got off of one right now where essentially I get my continuing education credits so that I'm usually up to date with title insurance and what's going on through there. We will be there to conduct the face-to-face closings at Berkshire Hathaway. It's a big difference between us and any other title company, obviously, is because we're there in the office, so we close there in the office. So what's that mean to your customer? To your customer, that means they come there to see you, and then they come there to close. They're in an environment that they trust, an environment they feel safe in, obviously, so they're not trying to figure out, where is this place? How do I find it? All of that fun stuff. The other great thing that we have is that agents are paid directly at closing. No more hoping or searching for checks anywhere or anything like that. You as our agents are paid directly at closing. Okay, so this is my 21st year doing quote unquote title insurance. I've been to multiple places where people say to me, hey Rob, what do you do for a living? And I say I'm in title insurance. And it literally means nothing to anyone. Title insurance is something that exists that essentially how I explain it to people is, when you go to your closing, I'm the person that's helping you sign documents. And that's really the simplistic way to tell somebody. But what we're looking in front of us now is kind of where we come in, how we work with the transaction to help you succeed, which obviously then helps you succeed with your customers. And that's our ultimate goal as a title company. Our ultimate goal within our title company is to make sure that you succeed so that you don't have any issues, so that that customer says, this is the best real estate agent. So what happens first is obviously you go out and you get that contract. You bring back the EMD to us. We'll then go ahead and open up title. And opening up title means we do a search of the public records. So we go back and check to make sure that the person who is selling the property owns the property. Obviously, that's important. We check to see if there's any liens on there, federal liens, UCC statements, mortgages, things like that. We go and check all of that. Once we do that, we issue what's called a commitment. And then we send that out to all parties so everybody can kind of see what's on there. As that's going on, we start to obtain certain things that we need, such as a survey. So on a lender deal, the lender usually wants a survey so they can get what's called a Florida Form 9. And then we'll also get the payoff. We'll make sure any of the other liens have been handled. Okay. And then once all of that's done, we are clear to close internally. So we'll say, okay, we're ready to go. We have our HOA, we have our lien search, we have all the information to pay off all of the liens. While we're doing all of that, we are working with the mortgage company. So we're working with Eric's group to try and get us all closed. So they're going to the left-hand side and they're going to get their mortgage. They meet with their loan officer, they do their application, they get approved, and then they come to us and say, okay, we're the lender, they're approved, and then we start to work together. So the lender's going to give us figures. We put those into what we have already, and we say, okay, here are the final numbers. We are clear to close. Once we do that, everyone will come and sit at that table that I described to everybody when I'm at a party, so they know what I do for a living. And then we'll sign everything, we'll fund all of it, and then after that we record everything, and then finally we issue the title policy. And the title policy is the guarantee to that new owner that they own that property free and clear. So one of the things we always want to make sure of is to let you know expectation. So I mean, you do the same thing with people in your lives everywhere. So the expectation versus what may occur. So when I say that, what I mean is the more information you can give me up front, the better we can all look, so that your customer says to their brother, sister, whomever, hey, you should use my real estate agent. So we want to make sure that the contracts have a clear legal description, full name of all parties, information sheets. So make sure the names that want to be on the deed, marital statuses, contact information for buyer, seller, co-op agent, all of that information, any and all addendums that you do throughout the process. So if you go and sign the contract, then you do an addendum, make sure the second thing you do after having it signed is send it over to us. That way we can update everything so that there aren't any surprises. Important information that you can give to us to help, once again, you look great, is if it's a mail away. So if it's a mail away, especially international, we want to make sure that everything's done days ahead of time. That way nobody's waiting for somebody else to sign or do anything. If somebody has recently passed away, so the recent death of the title holder, obviously that brings up a whole new thing that we need to start to do. Use of a power of attorney, property that's held in a trust, and then once again, that cooperating broker information. So that co-op information is very important to us so that we can make sure we have their contact, to make sure we have the buyer's contact, or if we're on the other side, then it's important that we have their contact so we have the seller's contact as well. And then finally, any updates on closing changes. It's important to work with the buyer, the mortgage company, and the seller on the closing date. So if there's any changes, move over to us, including changes via addendum. So even if you're talking to somebody and they say, you know what, we're thinking about trying to move this up, even kind of giving us a heads up that says, hey, we're trying to move this up, it doesn't mean that you are. It just kind of puts us on alert that if we're waiting for an HOA or waiting on something, that we can give the best time frame and its best timetable to go ahead and help you succeed. There are also discounts that you can get. Anybody can get them. You don't have to send us a title order once in your entire life. Your branch managers and all of your offices have the flyer. You can get discount on Verizon, Sprint, all that fun stuff. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is security. So we at Florida Title and Guarantee are very serious about security. And we just had the recent cyber attack with the gas and all of that stuff that came up. So title insurance and real estate is rife with people trying to scam other people. Okay, it's a constant thing. They'll try and hack your email so that they can change wire instructions so they go to the wrong place. Things like that. So it's everywhere. And we used to be #1 in the state of Florida, and now luckily for us, we're #3. So that's good. Less tomfoolery on everyone's part. So what we have is the exchange. So it's called FTGA Exchange. You can go ahead and click. And I'm going to go over the exchange in just a few minutes. The next item we have is a fee sheet. So there is an app available for iPhones currently. The Android one, I'm hoping by a week to 2 should be all set. And the fee sheet has been designed specially for Florida Title and Guarantee and Berkshire and Hathaway agents. So there are lots of these that are out there, lots of them that exist from every title company. What those title companies do is they get an out-of-the-box variation of it, and they slap their name on it. And that works okay if you're an office or that you can kind of dictate what's where and who's what. The difference here is that we are a huge company and we have 40 offices. And some areas do it this way and some areas do it that way. Buyer-led, seller-led, buyer pays this, seller pays this, all of the different scenarios that come up. So what happened was when I started here, Jeff, who is the person that runs the company, said, we need a fee sheet. Well, the advantage that we have is that I have a company and we developed it. So our fee sheet has been developed from the ground up with me knowing Berkshire Hathaway, the needs and the wants of the agents so that you can produce a fee sheet anywhere you are. So I hear in all of the meetings, you're always a real estate agent. It's the first thing that comes with real estate. You're always a real estate agent. When you're at the grocery store, you're Jim, the real estate agent. When you're at the vet, you're Sally, the real estate agent. You always identify as that because that's how you get more deals. Somebody has to know you're an agent. So if you are at a store and somebody says to you, hey, you know what, this housing market is exploding. I want to sell my house. What do you think? You could run a fee sheet for them and say, listen, if you sell it for $350,000, here's how much you're going to make. So you can put it all in at any point, and then they can be sent via PDF to your clients. So you could run as many as you want, and you can send them off. The other thing you could do as well is you're going to see your local reps within your offices. You can always go to them and ask them for a fee sheet. So if you have the time, have them do it. They can go ahead and produce it for you. They'll send it over to you and you could take it off to that listing appointment that you have or anything else like that. And you can see there's, oh, that's okay. You're good. There's just 4 quick steps to it. The final step you're going to see is the production of that PDF. So FTGA Exchange, which we talked about before as we looked at that other screen. So the Florida Title and Guarantee Exchange is a secure place for wire instructions. You can chat with us through there. Your buyers and sellers can chat. They can submit documents through there, and then they can receive documents if they want through there as well. So everything that used to be email generated, we've tried to switch over to this. Now, this program has been designed and built for nationwide Berkshire Hathaway title companies. So it's not just us, it's all of Berkshire. So it shows the security that Berkshire as a whole is trying to build. And what it is it's obviously much more secure than an email because you have to use what's called MFA or multi-factor authentication in order to get into it. It reduces the fraudsters from intercepting any information. So you'll hear us say all the time as title people, I can't email you the wire instructions, real estate agent. I have to send them to the buyer or the seller. And the reason for that is, like I said, fraudsters are always looking. As a real estate agent, as Sally at the grocery store, your information is sometimes just plastered on the side of your car. You can figure out your email. It's easy. You hand it out to everybody. That's what you do for a living. So this allows us and allows you and allows your customer at the end of the day to say this is as secure as it could possibly get, okay? So once again, they can log in to view their active and closed transactions. They can obtain their wire instructions, and that's actually the only way we do it at this point. We send them all through here, and if somebody does not have access to a computer, then we actually overnight them directly to their address so that they know that they have the correct wire instructions. The other thing we've introduced is Zocam, and Zocam is a way to deposit earnest money. We use it internally in our offices at this point, so if you hand it to your representative, they can do it. However, if you're out and about and you have a buyer who hands it to you, you can put it in directly from your phone. It is safe, it is secure, obviously, and then the benefit is you're not walking around with a copy of that check in your phone. So once again, security-wise, it's much more secure because it'll actually capture it in here just like we do with our bank accounts. So I haven't been to a bank in, I don't know, 10 years? I'm not sure. Everything I do, I remotely do. So I remotely deposit, I remotely do everything. So the ability to capture that, send it over at any point is more secure, it's safer, and it leaves you less stressed about, oh my gosh, I have a picture of this check, or I have this, or I have that. So Zocam is a great tool that we've introduced as of late as well. The other thing we offer that is not offered at most title companies is what we call a title search offered at listing. And what this means is that you can order a title search at the point that you list the property. And you say to yourself, okay, Rob, I still don't really understand what title insurance is, so I really don't understand what a title search is. The title search is what produces the commitment. The commitment will tell us if there's any issues. So if I'm selling my house, but maybe I got divorced and nobody's ever accounted for my ex-wife, she still has an interest. So you would then know that you have to find that person before you actually go and sell the property. So as you're selling it, you can start to work on that. Same thing, probates, prior deaths, liens that they didn't know they have, things like that. All of that will be caught with a title search offered at listing. And once again, it's free of charge. We don't charge you anything. You say, I want to search on this. We turn around and send it to you. In some of my office, I've actually had people come to me and say, hey, I'm going to go to a listing. Maybe I want to see it before I go to the listing to make sure that it's a good house to sell. With everybody trying to sell homes, I've noticed a kind of an uptick in homes that in title work that's a little bit harder, meaning there's more that needs to be figured out. Years old probates and issues, and people are finally saying, you know what, I really have to get this figured out. I have to sell the property. So you can eliminate all of your surprises by us offering you the title search that we'll do at any point. And once again, we do want to be your title company of choice. And I always tell the same story, but it's an important story. I worked very closely with our Mount Dora office. I went to the Mount Dora office every day. I know the Mount Dora people like they're my family. And I don't say that lightly, but the reality is simply this. I saw them more often than I saw my actual family, which says a lot because my brother lives 6 houses down from me. So I could walk down and see my brother right now if I really want. But you build a family experience, which means that we care about what you care about. And once again, I've been doing this for 20 years. Never in my life would I have ever imagined just a real estate agent walking up to me when I'm sitting in a cubicle and saying, hey, Rob, what about this title related thing? Or how about my file? Because they never used to be there. But once they were there with me, we start to grow a bond and we start to grow together. And so your success is my success and my success turns into your success. And so while yes, there are hundreds of title companies you can choose from, and I know most of the people that own them, run them, and yes, there are some really good ones out there. The biggest difference we can offer you is that we are part of the same family and we'll all work together to make sure that you can get your file closed so that you can look as good as you can to your clients so that you can get another closing down the road.
Great. Thank you so much, Rob. That was really great information. And I'm sure everybody is anxious to partner with Florida Title and Guarantee Agency if you haven't done so already. And make sure to download the app and use all of the resources that are available to keep you and your clients safe and secure. Great job. Thank you. So it's my pleasure to introduce Caroline Bradley. Caroline, it's all yours.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Stacy. While we're on the topic of apps, I also do have a mobile app that I would love to share with all of you. If you could text me your phone number to my phone number at the end of the slide presentation, that would be wonderful with your name. So Cinch Home Services, we provide home protection, which is home warranty, to sellers and to buyers. We've been in the business for quite some time, headquartered in Boca Raton. I live right here in Ponte Vedra myself in Florida. And being that this is our backyard, I'd have to say we boast the largest service provider network in Florida, but rest assured we're a national company. So we're in every state. If you have clients in other states or snowbirds, we can always find an account executive to assist you and your clients. So how does a home warranty work? Basically, we will cover a seller's property for the duration of their listing. And way back in the day, like last year, that was up to 12 months. Now it looks more like 12 weeks. But we will cover a seller and their HVAC systems, which is air conditioning and heating, for up to 12 months through the closing, okay? They don't pay for the product until closing, and then it transfers to the buyer. The buyer then will have the benefit of the warranty for 12 months from the day of closing. And then, of course, there's always option for renewal. The warranty addresses mechanical failure. So not structural, but mechanical failure, and we repair to replace, which is, it really sets us aside from our competitors in the marketplace because we do full replacements of systems and appliances. If we can't repair it, we replace it. So a little bit about me. I am married to a full-time realtor. I was a former realtor helping build my husband's business. And when our son went to kindergarten, I wanted to just step away from his business practice and do my own thing, but stay in the channel. So Cinch was the perfect fit for me. I love what I do. I love my job. I love home warranty. I love assisting my aging family and extending my value proposition to their clients. So if ever you need me to connect with your buyers or sellers, please know that is my pleasure. It's a privilege. It's what I do every day, whether it's reviewing a home inspection report or walking a seller through the value add, why do this? Why put this thing on my property, even in this market? And to the buyer, how is this benefiting me? This seller's giving this to me. I'm concerned. Stuff is old in the house. How is this a benefit to me? So please know these are all scenarios to loop me in, and it would be my pleasure. So what's covered? Let's go to the next slide because this is really, the next slide, please. This is really the most important thing I think everybody should just know. All agents should just really know conceptually this slide right here. When we get into deep dive conversations, that's when it's a good time to say, hey, I have a gal on my team. She takes care of all of my home protection needs. Her name is Caroline. Let me connect you with her. But what we like and want from the agent, from you, is to one, endorse the product. Two, know this much right here on this slide about the product. Invoice the product. And then, of course, ensure that it was paid for and converted at closing. So this is what we cover effectively. Mechanical failure, again, only. No structural, so no roofs, no sidings, things of that nature. So mechanicals, appliances, and some plumbing and some electric. Anything deeper dive than this, specific questions, again, please send my way. You don't have to be the expert. I am, and it's my pleasure to walk through those deep dive coverage questions with your sellers and your buyers alike. So why do we use this, right? Why does Berkshire Hathaway provide you with this awesome ancillary service partner tool? So a seller, especially now, right? Because home warranty is playing a huge part right now in our marketplace and in this environment, despite COVID and despite low inventory. So sellers don't want to go into their pocket right now to pay for any repairs or replacements. They also don't need to give a credit or any kind of price reduction given the market. However, they do need to get through home inspection and CO. So this is a great tool to say, look, for $300, under $400, under $500, this product will help address any failures through closing, right? And replacement costs. For the buyer, multiple bid scenarios, paying over ask, probably tapped out by the time they get into the home. This is a great value proposition for them that should something fail in that first year, they're covered, right? Not many buyers have $6,000, $7,000, $5,000 sitting on the side should their HVAC go, 60 days into the home purchase. Also, in multiple bid offers right now, buyers are offering this to the seller. So way back in the day again, sellers would use this as a marketing tool for a buyer. But now in this environment, what we're seeing is buyers are offering this to the seller. Hey, seller, we'll put this policy and this warranty on your property so that you won't have to do anything as far as reparations or replacements through closing. And by the way, we'll pick up the cost. And they get it anyway. Again, it's paid for at closing and transfers to the buyer for a year. In Florida, when we do enroll a seller policy, there is a fee associated with it that's technically collected at closing. So we just want them to be aware of that. What's the purpose of it? That they just don't enroll this warranty to market the home and then cancel it. The intention and endorsement, again, agent, should always be seller. You're putting this policy on the home. You're going to leverage the warranty should you need to during the listing period and through closing. But the intent is always to convert to the buyer. Next slide, please. So it is a powerful listing tool, okay? It provides peace of mind. It provides protection. I have agents calling me from closing tables. They're fighting over a hot water heater at the last minute, and we're enrolling the product right then and there to save the day, if you will. Once we understand how this is used and what service it provides, you're better able to leverage it as a tool in a seller conversation and talk track and buyer conversation and talk track. And that's again why I'd like you all to text me so that we can connect outside of this forum one-on-one for 10 minutes and really deep dive how to leverage this thing in this market right now with sellers and buyers. But holistically, it provides protection and peace of mind. This is the front cover of the brochure, just so you have a visual introduction to it. And again, this is the application page. Your office manager, transaction coordinator, processor in your office will be able to map out a path of enrollment for you, whether that's in your loop or forms. You can call in the application, you can email in the application. Of course, it's not my role, but it's my pleasure to help you enroll a policy, especially if it's last minute or you're unsure really of how to do it or coverage that's involved. It's 2 price points. The coverage is the same. The only difference is the deductible. One deductible is $100, the other is $200. That last little bit there that was highlighted is just that you always check off that you have endorsed and recommended this product to your client. So here are some key differentiators that set us apart from our competition. Although we do not address structural failures or issues within the home, homeowners insurance does. And should your client place a homeowner's insurance claim, we will reimburse up to $500 of that deductible to homeowners insurance. And again, this is something that we can talk more about offline. It's just a nice little added benefit that our particular product offers. Emergency lodging. If there's a delay in a repair or replacement that would render the home uninhabitable, example, heating, cooling, we do reimburse up to $1,200 to stay in a hotel of the client's choice, of the homeowner's choice. So believe it or not, I've had folks that have gone skiing for a week. I've had folks in other states that I cover that have come down here to Florida for a week while we're fixing your heat or air. And if we have a homeowner that does not want to take advantage of this, but has no air or heat, we do provide reimbursement for portable AC units and heating units. Claim no claim is really a nice thing, and it's a nice path to touch back to a client within the first year, being 9 months. So if a new buyer policyholder hasn't placed a claim within the first 9 months and they'd like to have an HVAC maintenance, so a heating maintenance, a cooling AC maintenance, and I've even done ductwork cleaning, right? Because that's a new thing now to vacuum out, if you will, ductwork in the home. It's like a sanitization. We will reimburse the invoice up to $100. So it's just a nice little added benefit, and it's also a nice way to reach back out to the client who purchased the warranty if you're representing the buyer and say, hey, have you placed a claim? Or I've talked to the account executive, meaning me, and no claim was placed. Would you like to do a maintenance? Did you know that they'll reimburse up to $100 for it? Again, this is the enrollment form. It is an editable PDF that you can always email into enroll@cinchhs.com. Again, please text me. There's my number. Please text me your name, and I'm going to text you back my app. I'll also let you know that there, in addition to whatever process you have in your own offices, we do have an online portal, cinchrealestate.com, where you can very quickly and immediately generate an invoice. By sending it through email, it is about a 24-hour turnaround time. Sometimes it's an hour, but it can take longer. So reach out to me on any other deep dive questions, paths of enrollment, coverage, pricing, or just to get better familiarized with the product. It's my pleasure to support you and advocate for your clients. I'm always here in the evenings, on the weekends, never hesitate to call. Stacy, thank you again for this time today.
Absolutely. And Caroline, we actually do have a question. One of our viewers asked, does Cinch offer a home warranty to a homeowner that is not buying or selling, just an owner who wants an ongoing warranty?
Yes, great question. So, long answer to short question. Cinch Home Services is a real estate division of a much larger company, a national privately held company. And we do offer regular direct-to-consumer products. They can call the 800 number and enroll. There's a 30-day wait. We don't come out and inspect. We don't ask for pictures. We don't do a walkthrough. We basically have a 30-day grace period, and we assume that should anything break in that 30 days, given they're not in a transaction, a buy-sell transaction with a home inspection in place, if it's going to break, it'll break in that 30 days, and then their policy is effective, is active rather. Also, if they don't want to call the company direct and they want to come through you, because you do get credit for enrollments, right? Let's say perhaps, or they're a friend or family member, a referral, please just have them reach out to me. I will enroll them under your name and branch name, and the same parameters would apply, that if I were to enroll them today on the 15th of May, their policy would be active June 13th. And they would also receive your pricing, your brochure pricing, which is significantly discounted.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And any questions, just feel free to reach out to Caroline directly. You've been a very informative today with everything that has to do with Cinch. So thanks again for being a great partner.
Thanks so much, Stacy.
Sure. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Sharon Sapp. So Sharon, it's all yours.
Good morning. Thank you for joining Impact Day. We are just jam-packed with information and it just keeps on going, but all this is vital to your real estate career with Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty. I'm Vice President of Business Development and Relocation Referrals for the company. So I'm going to give you a little high-level overview on what referral means and how it works for you and what we could do to enhance your business. My relocation broker-to-broker coordinator is Monica McBride, and that's her phone number. And she handles all our broker-to-broker outgoing referrals and incoming referrals from other brokers around the country. I handle the corporate relocation referrals, the destination, and also the listings. We belong to one of the largest networks in the country with our Berkshire Hathaway affiliates, independents, and other brokers part of the BHHS Home Services Network. Our company is a member of the ERC, which is the Employee Relocation Council. I am the member. And why is that important? This organization is a national organization with members going from corporate relocation companies that assist transferees, the corporate clients, realtors, anyone involved in moving someone from one place to another. And this is an organization that helps corporations make their policies smoother and benefits available to their corporate transferees. I'm also a member in Advisory and Council and also the Relocation Directors Council. And this is important when you're establishing where we are in the nation as far as the top relocation real estate broker. We have a central source for our transactions for our referrals. So in other words, all incoming and outgoing referrals need to be placed with the relocation department. We sign the referral agreements and make sure that those referrals, if and when a property closes, is paid to you or to the cooperating broker. So in other words, we want to make sure all referrals are paid through the relocation department. If you have a relationship with a broker that has sent you something, please do not sign that referral agreement. You notify your managing broker, and then that referral agreement needs to come to us. We need to confirm the correct referral amount, and also the broker who is sending us that information we need to put in our system, and I'll get into that in a little bit. BGRS, this is a Brookfield Global Relocation Services. They are a third-party relocation company, meaning they work with major corporations moving their employees from place to place and around the world. They are one of our top contacts for corporate relocation. We also work with about 24 other relocation companies, and this is where our corporate referrals come from. We are very fortunate to be an award-winning relocation department, and I always say it wouldn't be award-winning without our agents who are relocation certified and working with our corporate listings and our corporate buyers. So we're very proud of our performance on a national basis, and this only provides us additional referrals, ongoing relationships with just 3 of the 24 companies that we work with. So I always give kudos out to my agent team. Broker to broker referrals. What we're talking about is incoming buyers and listings from our broker network. In order for you to receive these referrals, you need to be a Prima member with the company. The referrals are placed with our managing broker in the specific area where either the listing is or the buyer wants to purchase. The managing broker chooses from the team who would be assigned to that buyer or listing. Monica then provides the referral worksheet to the agent, and then we do follow-up. So it's very important that we track these referrals. Next slide, Stacy. Corporate opportunities. These are the individuals that their corporation is paying for them to move or assisting them with the sale of the home. In order to get corporate referrals, there is a certification program for listings and home purchase. And if you are interested in being part of the corporate team, there is a criteria of these 5 years in the real estate business and have closed 10 transactions in a year. So if you're interested in working with corporate relocation, you can talk to your managing broker and let them know that, and then I can follow up with you and give you more details on what it involves to become part of our team out in the branches. Information. I can't stress enough that we maintain the communication with all contacts for all referrals. We follow up with the agents, and this is one thing, if you want to be on either the broker-to-broker referral team or the corporate team, you must be able to follow up, and we send out notices requesting status updates. It's just like if you had sent an outgoing referral and you don't hear anything as to what's happened. We do a constant request for update, and we will let you know, did that buyer buy? Did the listing list? What's happening with that client of yours on an ongoing basis. As well as our corporate relocation referrals, it's vital that we keep in contact as to what is happening with them. And then the ultimate situation is we pay all referral fees. In other words, when you close on something that is a referral and we owe another broker, we take care of sending that check out and making sure that broker has received it, so we don't have any delay in paying whoever sent us that referral. I love this part of the presentation, quickest opportunities, and this is all about outgoing referrals. How many times have you been talking to someone and they say, oh, well, you know, I have a relative that needs to buy or sell their home and they're moving. Right away, the light bulb should go off, and that is an outgoing referral opportunity. The person does not need to be moving out of Florida. We can handle a referral that, say, somebody wants to list in Pennsylvania and buy in Kentucky. We can get the listing side for you and the purchase side for you through our cooperating broker network. So keep in mind, you're talking to friends. If you've just joined our company, you're letting them know you're now with us. Ask them, does you know anyone who wants to list or buy? And it does not have to be within Florida. If you come across them for sale by owners, right now probably that is an active market with how brisk our market is. However, you can ask them, has anyone assisted you on where you're going? Now keep in mind, we cover, with 32 offices in the state of Florida, we cover from Gainesville, Orlando, Melbourne, all the way to Miami, and on the West Coast, from Sun City Center, Sarasota, Bradenton, down to Marco Island. We do a lot of internal referrals within our own company. And then we have affiliates in the Jacksonville, Tampa metro areas, and also the Panhandle that we would provide information for. Past customers, this is the time you're contacting everyone you knew, your sphere of influence, and letting them know that you've joined Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty and what you can do to assist them or their friends. Anymore, if you have a farm area, this is also a great tool. I'm not sure how many offices today have floor time, but that is also a great way to get referrals and ask the question. Open houses, obviously, homes are moving so quickly, but if we get back to what was a normal market, and either you have a virtual open house or a regular open house, every person that comes in the door, you should ask them, do they need to sell a home in order to buy? It could be an investor who wants to get rid of a property to buy a new property in Florida, or if they decided to move permanently and they want to get rid of a home. We could send that as an outgoing referral for you. So I just want to highlight and make sure you're understanding how this whole program can work for you. We have the outgoing referral form. It is an electronic form. It's found on our intranet. You can fill out the form and it links, when you hit the button, it comes directly to relocation. Monica can open that form and start processing your referral. We would follow up and let you know that we received it. And then once it's assigned to a broker in the destination area, you will get a copy of that referral form so you know who is handling it. We always let you know that you can also speak to the assigned agent prior to the customer being contacted. Usually you want to maybe tell the broker who's going to be working with your client a little more personal information, but that's always available to you. Don't worry, you can always talk to an agent. And then we again will receive regular updates from the assigned broker agent, and we will let you know what's happening with your outgoing referral. The same thing with internal referrals. This is a sample page of the intranet, and where you go to find, it's called the outgoing referral form that you can open, fill it out, and click the link. And you can always follow up with us here in the relocation department with more additional information. Show me the money. Outgoing referrals are some found money. If you took a $250,000 sale, it was an outgoing referral, you're on a 60% split with the company, you would receive $1,057.50. That's a real nice check for just sending an outgoing referral. And if you could have that done once a month, just by telling people what you can do for them, I think that's a great revenue stream for you. Now, the same scenario at $250,000, you're on a 75% split. Your check will be $1,321.88. Again, just want to bring home not only that you're servicing your clients out there as you should do, but that there is some money involved in making that a little bit better in your referral income. This is my contact information, and I'm available to answer any questions. And Stacy, are there any questions today?
Nope, you did such a fabulous job. I don't see any questions that came in.
Okay. Well, just call me or talk to your managing broker about the referral program, and I'll be more than happy to fill you in more details. Thanks for attending today. Hopefully, going forward, Stacy has so much information. Please stay on and listen to all the marketing tools we have here with the company. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate your time and being with us today. So now I'm going to cover all of the e-commerce and marketing tools that we have with our company. Again, this isn't a training session. This is just for you to become familiar with everything that we have to offer for you in your real estate business from an e-commerce and website and training perspective. So one of the first things is BHHS.com. This is the brand's global network website. This website is translatable in 12 different languages and 47 currencies. You appear here, all of your listings appear here, and you're the contact. So any lead you get from your listing on the BHHS.com website goes directly to you. And consumers can search by language or by designation. So like Sean had mentioned, if you fluently speak another language, please let us know so we can add it to your online profile. Or if you have a national designation, make sure it's added and appears on your profile within the Resource Center, which translates over to the BHHS.com website. Just like a consumer would, I suggest that you go to BHS.com and search for you just as somebody would do. And the agent's search results link to your contact details. And again, this information is pulled directly from your profile in the Resource Center. You can add your links to your social media, like I said, your designations, and it also has your current listings and closed transactions from the listing side. So I would just make sure your online profile is just as impressive as your in-person profile. The world's a big place, but Berkshire Hathaway Home Services' global syndication strategy strives to capitalize on consumer preferences and search patterns to keep our listings in front of the world's most serious and qualified home buyers. Listings are the name of the game. The listing inventory is so tight out there, as you know, so any opportunity you get to go on that listing appointment, we want you to make sure that you have the knowledge and the tools to win that listing. All of our listings appear on July.com, also on Financial Times of London, the Wall Street Journal. And for any of your listings that are $1 million and above, they also are featured on Mansion Global, which is Wall Street Journal's a premier luxury website. And again, you're the contact on all of these portals with your contact information. We also partner with the Wall Street Journal in Europe and Asia, and we're also featured throughout the Mansion Global WeChat channel. There's a global listing syndication downloadable PDF that is available on the Resource Center. So whenever you log into the Resource Center, just type good to know. And this document is actually called Global Listing Syndication. It's a really good visual for you to include in your listing presentation. I talk about the Resource Center all the time. This is your hub. This is the intranet for all 50,000 Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales professionals worldwide. Make sure you know what your username and password is. If for some reason you don't know what it is, please contact the customer success team at the number or the email address you see on the screen, but also directly on bhhsresource.com. You can click on forgot username or forgot password, and you can easily reset your password as well. Once you're logged in the upper right-hand corner, this is where you want to check out your profile. Like I said, this is where you want to make sure your cell number displays. Make sure your cell number is your business number as well. I know it's kind of redundant, but it filters to other places. Just a good idea. Cell number, business number, cell number, same thing. Email address should be the same email address you use consistently across all of your real estate portals, such as your MLS. Maybe you have a Zillow profile, your whatever's on the company website. Just kind of keep that email address consistent because it does follow you throughout the listing syndication and makes your world a lot easier. One of the things that I wanted to point out on the homepage of the Resource Center's Marketing Resource. Marketing Resource is your one-stop online location for everything having to do with marketing and the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services brand, pretty much from a national perspective. There are over almost 3,000 templates in Marketing Resource, and a lot of those have MLS integration. So that means that anytime you enter a listing into the MLS, it automatically filters over to Marketing Resource. So if you wanted to send out a just listed, just sold, open house, maybe a closed property, and you wanted to send out an e-card to your sphere, you can just select the MLS number and it will automatically pull in the photos, the details, the price, the address of that property. So in just a couple of clicks, you can have a beautifully professionally looking e-card all ready to go. There's also e-cards in there that are available just to kind of farming and market and just to touch base with your sphere. It's based on the 2020 NAR profile of home buyers and sellers. It's under the Did You Know series, and there's 9 different e-cards. And check them out, use them however you would. There's different topics depending on what you're looking to send out that message about. One of the other things that I think you'll love is the video creation tab. And when you're in Marketing Resource, you're going to see that video creation tab. And this is what allows you to set up your account with Videolicious. Videolicious is an app that you will download once you have your account, where you can create beautifully looking videos, no matter if you wanted to do a market update video, maybe you wanted to thank a new customer you just met through and wanted to do a video thank you. Maybe you wanted to take a tour of a new listing through a video. You can use your Videolicious app to do this. One of the best things about this is that once you create that video on your mobile device, whether it's your phone, your laptop, your iPad or a notebook, once you save it, it gets uploaded and is available for you in your Marketing Resource Center, so then you can send out that video e-card. For our commercial real estate sales professionals throughout our company as well, we allow you to have access to the Commercial Resource Center, and you access this through the app launcher, which is the tic-tac-toe board that's in the upper left-hand corner of the Resource Center homepage. And it links you over to Commercial Resource. So if you do commercial real estate, make sure you ask your manager for the Commercial Resource user account profile within Marketing Resource. And then once you're here, you want to update your profile. If you have any commercial listings, you can add your listings here, because any listing and your profile will also appear on the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Commercial Services website, which is bhhscre.com. Back to the homepage of the Learn Center, one of the other tiles on there is Learn Center 2.0. The Learn Center is your on-demand resource for anything you wanted to learn about, from marketing to first-time home buyers, maybe doing some VA marketing. Maybe you wanted to learn more about Sage. Maybe you wanted to learn more about Videolicious. Maybe you wanted to get familiar with the luxury marketing space. Your Learn Center is the resource that allows you to do this. There's scheduled classes, there's on-demand classes. There is so much for you to be able to take advantage of. Back to the homepage of the Resource Center, one of the other tiles I wanted to show you is Sage CRM. Sage CRM, you have access to actually 2 CRMs, Sage CRM and Lead Resource CRM. Sage CRM is linked to the national global website, bhhs.com, and Lead Resource is connected to our company website, bhhsfloridarealty.com. Can get a little confusing, but just check them out, see what they have to offer. Maybe you like one over the other, but I'll tell you a little bit more about Lead Resource. Once you click on the Lead Resource tile, it will take you over to your dashboard. And this has on the left-hand side a Services tab. On the Services tab, it has links over to pretty much everything I'm talking about today. If you're looking to go to a website, see what we have available, click on the Services tab and it will link you directly over there. There within Lead Resource also, if you're looking to send a quick email, you can do that. There's action plans that are available and a lot of different things right at your fingertips. So back to the homepage of the Resource Center, there's a tile called Buyer Match. When you click on the Buyer Match tile, it links you over to your buy-side Buyer Match dashboard. We provide the upgraded version of Buyer Match for all of our sales professionals. Buy-side is designed to allow you to capture seller leads, win more listings, and close more transactions. Once you're logged into your dashboard, a couple of things I wanted to point out was that you have your home valuation site. This is pretty much your own Zillow. Every one of our sales professionals has this. You can use this link, market it any way you want to. Anyone that goes to your home valuation site and enters a property address will automatically get 3 estimates of value on their property. If they sign up to receive that report every month, and you don't have to do anything, it's a lead generator for you. And also if they ask a question, because again, it's a range of value. So they may want to know, why is there such a big difference from one estimate to the other? Again, providing content and hopefully being a lead generator for you. And I would check it out on your own property as well to see how it works and see how to become familiar with it. It's real easy to access your own home valuation URL. It's propertyvalues.bhhsfloridarealty.com/your MLS number. Your email address. So whatever your email address is on your company website profile on the Resource Center, that's the email address you use to be on the end of the extension of propertyvalues.bhhsfloridarealty.com. But you can also find it in your BuyerMatch dashboard. Social media resource. Social media resource, again, we provide the upgraded version for you so you can post articles, automatically post articles, and it's all relevant content, all branded to you, and you can set it and forget it. You can set it to automatically post real estate related articles that grab the interest of your followers, and you can set it on your Facebook business page, your Twitter account, or your LinkedIn account. Again, it kind of solves the question of, I know I need to post things on my social media to stay relevant to my followers, but I'm not quite sure what to do outside of my listings. This is what you want to do. Go to social media resource, set up your connections, and let it do the work for you. Back to the homepage. Sean had mentioned the benefits and discount page, but I wanted to show you where it was. So once you're logged into the Resource Center, you want to click on benefits and discount, and you're going to have access to all these benefits and discounts. So if you're not already getting at least a 18 to 20% discount off of your cell phone provider, if you have a service through Verizon or AT&T, definitely check it out. I know some of our sales professionals also take advantage of the Geico insurance benefit, and they've saved hundreds of dollars over the course of the year. So it's a great thing. Check it out. Doesn't cost you a thing. And that's home services. Again, Sean kind of showed you the benefit of working with all of our partners, and so did Eric and Rob. But we offer full services. That's who we are. We are home services for you and your customers. A couple of our other preferred service providers that you see on the screen, Sedith Relocation, they have a declutter and moving services option. We partner with them. They're fabulous. We have our own account manager. So if you're looking for a mover or someone to help your customers declutter their home, or maybe hold their stuff in storage until they're ready to move, Sedith Relocation can help you with that as well. I can't stress enough, make sure you have downloaded and set up your account with RPR, and you do that through nar.rpr.com. RPR allows you to tell the story of a home, neighborhood, or city beyond the listing. It compiles all of the revolving information around a property or an area into one easy-to-use system. You will blow your customers away with the reports that you can do and have access to within your RPR account. Once you set up your online account, then you want to download the app. It's GPS enabled, so as you're going through your farm area, as you're going through your neighborhood, you can pull up your RPR app and really delve deep into a particular property if you want to, or it even has a way to show potential listing opportunities. And RPR is available to you as a member benefit of National Association of Realtors, but we also partner with them as well to provide super branded content within your reports. Some of our company initiatives that we offer to all of our sales professionals is the Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Program. This allows you maximum exposure for your luxury listing. So when you have the opportunity to go on a listing appointment in the luxury space, you want to present and know about our Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Program. It is 100% company paid. All we want you to do is talk about it whenever you have that opportunity and secure that listing and make it part of our luxury program. We partner with the DuPont Registry. So not only do we provide a standalone copy of our Luxury Collection magazine that you probably saw in your office, we insert our 40-page magazine and put it directly in the DuPont Registry magazine as well for their worldwide distribution. But it also goes on DuPont Registry. You may have seen it in airports. It's sold in bookstores, but it's also available online. So your property gets highlighted on DuPontRegistry.com, the digitalmagazine.com, and it is designed to drive more traffic to your luxury listings. We also pay for a professional photographer to meet you at the property and take photos that you can use in your marketing and we can use in our marketing as well. A video tour is automatically created for you, and you can put it in your MLS, which will filter to our company site, but we also post the video on YouTube for you automatically. So again, all we need to do all we ask of you to do is talk about it when you're on that listing opportunity. So the Luxury Collection of Florida program requirements, there's just a couple of them. We do ask that the property be in the top 10% of the market, at least a 6-month listing agreement, and at least a 3% commission on listing side. And that's it. To get more details, you can ask your branch manager or just visit our intranet, and we have a whole section on Luxury Collection of Florida marketing materials. So this one-of-a-kind Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program, again, is 100% company paid. Michelle Serrano is our Luxury Collection of Florida manager, and she sits in the Sunrise Sales Support Center office with me, and she's available to you Monday through Friday. Just send her an email, give her a call. She's happy to answer any question that you have on our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program. I do have a question from one of our viewers. It says, how do we get the HomeWorth URL again? So when you log into the Resource Center, you click on the tab that says Buyer Match, and that will take you to your Buyer Match dashboard. And at the top, it says Home Valuation URL or Home Valuation Site, and it will give you that link. But you can go to it automatically at propertyvalues.bhsfloridarealty.com/your email address and check it out today. We talked about BHHS.com, which is Berkshire Hathaway Home Services global website. Our company website is bhhsfloridarealty.com. I suggest that you go here as well and find you just like a consumer would, either on the Realtors tab on the homepage or through that hamburger in the upper right-hand corner. But make sure that your photo is there, your contact information is correct, your email address, if you have designations, make sure they're included. Speak another language, let us know, because you'll appear here in your office, your listings will appear here, and you are the contact on all of your listings. We syndicate our listings to a lot of places. This is what we call our path of a listing. This is a diagram that's available for you to download on our intranet in the Market Your Listings tab. You can find this. Again, it's called Path of a Listing, and this shows you exactly what happens to your listing once you put it in the MLS. And this is a great visual to show your sellers as well, because they want to know what kind of marketing you're doing to market their home. And anytime you take a new listing and have at least 6 photos on it, it automatically goes through our feed and we tweet about it. We let all of our Twitter followers know that your property is now available and you're the contact. We also send our listings over to the international MLS. So when you're on that listing appointment, again, designed to give you the tools to secure and win that listing on every opportunity. So when you're talking to your sellers, you can tell them, not only will I put your listing in the local MLS, but it will also appear on the international MLS. We also upgraded your profile on the International MLS, and the way that you can access it and make sure it looks good is whenever you're logged into the Lead Resource Dashboard. On the left-hand side, underneath the Services tab, you'll see imls.com. This will link you over to your kind of portal for the International MLS where you want to update your service areas, your zip codes, maybe add your bio, maybe upload your photo if it's not there, that kind of things. One of the other tools we have for you automatically is our digital ad program with our partners at AdWorks. These ads are created automatically for you on your behalf, and it will follow people around home intenders on the web, Facebook, and Instagram automatically through behavioral targeting within a 15-mile radius of that property to everywhere they go for 7 days. To all these places you see on the screen, your ad appears to home intenders within that 15-mile radius of the property. And through our digital ad partners with AdWorks, there's a listing presentation video. I guarantee if you include this video whenever you're on that listing presentation, you will win that listing hands down every single time. You don't have to explain how the digital ad works. She will explain it for you in this video, and it is available for you to download within Marketing Resource. Just type in AdWorks video. You can pull it up, download it, use it any way you want to. So your experience, again, just to kind of reiterate how that program works, 24 to 48 hours after you enter a new listing into the MLS, you'll receive an email from AdWorks. All we ask you to do is add your seller's email address in your AdWorks dashboard. You can edit the ad if you need to, but you really don't need to. It's automatically done for you. And you can get your own AdWorks account dashboard to track your results and stay on top of your listing campaigns. You'll get it in your email, but the way that your sellers see it, where that ad for that property will also follow the seller around, is if you add your seller's email address. The ad runs complimentary for 7 days. If you wanted to add a week, you can do that if you want to. It's about $50. And this is available to you. It's all part of you being part of our company, and we want to make sure that you know what it is and that you can talk about it whenever you're on a listing appointment. So again, you want to create that outstanding seller experience. So make sure that the seller's email address is tied to that listing campaign. To access your AdWorks dashboard, remember that hamburger, that tic-tac-toe board whenever you're logged into the resource center, that's called the app launcher. Click on the app launcher and you'll see, which is right there, and that will open up the app launcher where you can click on the AdWorks to access the AdWorks dashboard. One of the other things we do for you automatically is we give a website for every one of our listings. All you need to do to find it is go to bhhsfloridarealty.com/MLS number, and it will give you that property details page for that listing. Tell your sellers that you'll automatically give a website to every one of your listings. As a Prima agent, you can do the exact same thing for all of your marketing. Use your Prima web address /MLS number. One of the other things on your property details page, you've probably seen it, is people can request a showing in person or virtually, especially in this environment. But it also gives the property views on how many times that listing's been viewed on the website. So again, this is a great thing to show your sellers. It's a great thing to go back to when your sellers want to know how many times their property's been viewed. You can easily do that by looking on your property details page and finding that number. If you're not sure about Prima, we talk about it a lot throughout our company. It is exclusive to our company. It stands for the Platinum Real Estate Internet Marketing and Mobile Advantage. It's our in-house technology package for all of our sales professionals. If you wanted to learn more about it or just check out an example of a Prima website, all you need to do is go to primawebsite.com and see what it's all about. One of the things as a Prima agent, customers can search all of the IDX properties with you as the contact. So when they're on your site, you're the contact. No matter where they're looking, you'll get that inquiry. Like I said, that home valuation URL, we already tied it to your Prima website. So on the homepage of your Prima website, the What is Your Home Worth Get Report links directly over to your property valuation URL. There's also a tab for new construction that also gets automatically updated. There's a news tab that is a video resource center plus a lead generator to subscribe to your monthly newsletter, Google Translator, and it's all built in responsive design. So no matter what device the consumer is viewing your website on, they have the same experience. As an added benefit, being a Prima member, you are also an Advantage Pro member on Realtor.com, which means that you're highlighted on all of your listings on Realtor.com. Any lead that comes into your listing on Realtor.com goes directly to you as a Prima agent. And your listing gets highlighted, as well as you have your 5 Street account. Your 5 Street is integrated with your service with being a Prima agent, and it allows you to stay connected and receive that lead notification instantly. And as you get it instantly, if that consumer is on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter, it will show their social media profiles so you can learn a little bit more about them before you actually speak with them. So it's a pretty cool system. It's automatically set up for you. If you have any questions on that, please let us know. So Prima, we're waiving the setup fee. If you're interested in joining and getting your website services and your Realtor.com access and your 5 Street access all set up, we're waiving the setup fee. It's $99 a month. You could take advantage of our Prima Advantage. And one of the things that we have, if you wanted to, you can upgrade your Prima site with an SSL certificate, which means that it becomes a secure website with an HTTPS in front of it. If you wanted to do that, it is only $60 a year to upgrade to the HTTPS version of it. And if you need more information, just let us know. But there is a Prima tab available on our intranet when you go to FloridaRealtyIntranet.com. You'll see that Prima tab once you're logged in. Remember Sharon referenced the Our Intranet where that relocation referral link is? Well, again, this is kind of what it looks like when you log in. The Prima tab, you'll see it on the left-hand side. To access our intranet, again, it's different than the Resource Center. The intranet is specific to our company, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty. You can access it by going to FloridaRealtyIntranet.com, or if you happen to be on our company site, just scroll to the bottom and click on where it says Intranet. And then you enter your username and password. Everybody throughout our whole entire company has the same exact username. It's Florida Realty, all lowercase. The password, however, is unique to your branch office. So whatever your branch office is, whether it's 7545, 7529, 7533, whatever that number is, that's the password to log in. Once you're logged in, you're going to see so much information on the homepage, like copies of this presentation. That's where you're going to see it. But one of the other things under your Market Your Listings tab, you're going to see not only the Luxury Collection of Florida materials, but the listing presentation materials as well. One of the links is we have an online listing presentation book available to you. You can use it any way you want to. It's at FloridaRealtyListingBook.com. You can use this as a link to send to your sellers to secure a listing appointment ahead of time. You can use it as your complete listing presentation if you're doing it in person or through a Zoom. Or you can actually just click on download and download the complete PDF version of it and just pick and choose the pages that you want to use it for. Again, like I said, all of our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing materials are available on our intranet, as well as a 15-minute webinar that was done by Michelle Serrano, and it reviews the Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program. And the qualifications are there, the application is there. So anything you wanted to know about our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program is available on our intranet. One of the things we also have provide access to you is our Do Not Call lookup list. So if you're looking to cold call, and this doesn't include anybody that reaches out to you online, this is if you were actually just cold calling people to see if they're interested in selling their home, or if they're looking to buy a property, or however way you want to help them, you need to make sure that they are not on the Do Not Call list. So the way that you do that, you log into our intranet, click on the Florida Do Not Call list, and you can check up to 10 numbers at a time, and it will instantly tell you, yes, you can, or no, you can't. We also have a link over to our preferred service partners, such as Express Docs. So if you're looking to maybe do direct mail marketing, You can go through expressdocs.com/BHHS Florida Realty. All of our branded materials are there. One of our other partners is Toolkit CMA. If you're looking to differentiate yourself with a CMA program, you may want to opt for Toolkit CMA. Toolkit CMA is available to you at a discounted rate for all of our sales professionals. It's $100 for the year for unlimited use of Toolkit CMA, but we prorate it depending on what year you sign up. What month you sign up. And you can use it. Looks great on iPads, iPhone, tablets. There's flyers in there. There's marketing presentations, all kind of stuff. And I think right now, if you sign up in May, I think the cost is maybe, I don't know, $64 for now until the end of the year. So it's just a very nice, cost-effective way to utilize a different CMA program. One of the things that we also provide to all of our sales professionals is an account with Paradigm, which used to be Visual Tour. It's now part of Constellation, and this is where we automatically create all your tours for you on your properties. Again, all you need to do is make sure you have at least 6 photos on your listing. Tours are automatically created for you. There's no extra work. There's price and status changes that are automatically done. Once the tour is created, you'll get an email saying the tour is ready. You want to copy and paste that unbranded MLS tour link into your MLS, so then it filters to all of the websites that your MLS syndicates to. But you can also use your Paradigm account for so much more. It is actually your Paradigm marketing suite. You can hold a virtual open house through your account. You can chat with your customers on your tour. You can set up a Zoom meeting within your chat, which means that your Paradigm Marketing Suite allows you to stay connected through your account on your properties with your customers anywhere, anytime. There's also an app that you can download and have on your mobile device, and Paradigm support is available to you to answer any of your questions, set up a coaching program with you, and really get to know your Paradigm Marketing Suite. It's fabulous. And we also want you to wow your customers with Agent Icon. Agent Icon is a company paid benefit available to all of our sales professionals. Super easy to use. All you need to do is take a picture, and I would do it in landscape mode, not portrait mode. Take a picture and text the image to the number you see on the screen. Program that number into your mobile device, and you want to see what happens next. You will instantly get back camera-ready branded images that can be used for social posts, like on new listings, open houses, virtual open houses, happy customers, and more. Try it out today. Again, you can text the image to the number you see on the screen, or if you happen to have a photo that you'd like to get a branded image for that's on your computer, if it's easier to email that image, you can also email that image to bhhsfr@myagenticon.com. But I know it's a lot to cover. It's a lot to take in. You've just spent 2 hours with us. We're almost coming to the finish line, but if it's easier for you to watch a video that explains how you can utilize Agent Icon and what it is in your marketing, go to agenticon.com/BHHSFR and check out the 2-minute video, and Kelly will explain how to use Agent Icon. Or if you happen to be in Marketing Resource, just type in Agent Icon and the video appears there as well. Every day, you should be receiving an email from posts@agenticon.com. The subject line for that is your daily social media content to post. So every day it's going to give you an image of the day. So you don't even have to think about it. And this is in addition to your social media resource. So we got your social media covered pretty much. So when you receive that image of the day in your email, you can download that image in about 10 seconds and upload it to your social media. But if you didn't want to do that, it gives you options, maybe an article you'd rather post instead of an image, but it is a valuable resource. If you're not getting those emails, let us know and we'll figure out why. Again, we talk about emails a lot. There's a lot of you. There's about 1,600 of you. So we want to make sure that we're communicating to you properly, that you are receiving our emails. So make sure your branch office administrator or your manager has your latest and greatest email address, and make sure that you are receiving those emails from us. If you wanted to, we can provide you a company email, which is your first name, last name at bhhsfloridarealty.net. And it is a 256-bit encryption, talking about security from our title partners, gives you unlimited storage, but it's through IMAP, so you can set it up through your Outlook or on your phone. So if you're interested in doing that, just let your manager know and we'll get you all set up. Every day, Ray sends out an industry insider email, and this is branded to us, and it allows you to stay up to date and current with everything that's happening within the real estate industry on a national basis. Make sure you're also receiving these in your email. If you're not, let us know. We'll make sure to add you to the distribution list. But again, there's always really good content, really good articles that you may even want to read and maybe share with your customers. Form Simplicity, we have the Ultimate Edition that we pay for all of our sales professionals. The Ultimate Edition gives you unlimited e-signing, unlimited transaction storage. It's branded to us, and you can access it through your MLS, through your board, or you can go directly to Form Simplicity by going to bhhsfr.formsimplicity.com. And this is where all of your online forms are. This is where you want to create a transaction from active, change it to pending, and really utilize the transaction management process within Form Simplicity. FloridaRealtyMarketing.com. There's a flip book that talks about pretty much everything I went over today. So you can go to FloridaRealtyMarketing.com, flip to see what we have again, little reminders of what we have to offer. And and you can download that PDF and have it on your local computer as well. We have a lot of resources that are available to you, but if you need help, you can reach out to any of our partners. They're there for you. Their support is just top notch because we vet all of our partners and make sure that what they offer to you is the best it can be. So if you have questions on Prima, reach out to Prima support. If you have questions on Toolkit, reach out to Toolkit support. Same with Florida Realtors, same with Form Simplicity, Realtor.com, VHT, Paradigm. We're all here to support you. Sabrina Lucania, she's our e-commerce manager. She's available Monday through Friday as well. You can call her, you can email her. She's there to answer your questions, maybe help you update your profile online. But one of the things I wanted to leave you with today is a brand new industry first program provided to you by Berkshire Hathaway Home Services that's designed to eliminate what Chris Stewart, the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, refers to as the real estate loyalty gap. So the real estate loyalty gap is the gap from what's reported from the National Association of Realtors that says that 91% of consumers said they'd utilize the same realtor again in their next transaction, but only 13% actually do. And that 78% is the real estate loyalty gap. And we created and have access to you right now the IQ system in Influencer Network, and it's designed to close that real estate loyalty gap. And all you have to do is go to bhhsresource.com. When you're logged in, click on that IQ system icon on the IQ system tile on the homepage. Again, this system is designed to combine our brand, our marketing resources and technology with education, training, coaching, consulting. And it is created to elevate your range, reach, and influence by providing you essential tools and insights to build stronger and more valuable long-term relationships with customers and prospects. You will be blown away by the resources you'll have access to once you join the IQ system and the IQ network. So again, whenever you log into the Resource Center, you're going to see that prominent tile in the upper left-hand corner called the IQ system. If you don't do anything else today, hopefully you'll do a lot. But one of the things I really hope you do, log into the Resource Center, click on the IQ system. Once you do, you're going to see a quick video that welcomes you to the Real Estate Influencer Network from Chris Stewart. And just after you view the video, click on select checkbox, I wish to join the IQ system, and hit submit. Once you do that, Once you're opted in, you'll have access to the most dynamic and collaborative collection of assets and resources to propel you as an influential thought leader with your customers in your service area and beyond. Content is the currency that builds trust and influence. You'll have an abundance of ever-evolving content for blog posts, social posts, email marketing to consistently and rhythmically reinforce and amplify your position as the most trusted real estate professional today and there for every stage of your customer's real estate lifestyle. As real estate's forever agent, this is the premier source to connect with and start engaging with the IQ system. It's a place where you can collaborate, share, and help increase the value you bring to your customer database and to your community. So join the network and get engaged today. We're so happy that you're with our company. We're so glad you joined us today. My contact information is on the screen as well. If you have a question, you can always email ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com, and we're happy to assist. So I'll stay on the line for a minute. I don't see any questions, but I will stay on just for another minute or two in case somebody does have a question. And again, a copy of this presentation will be sent out to you. It will be available on the homepage of our intranet under Impact Day, and you'll have access to all the slides so you can refer and reference it again. The video, you can view it on our YouTube channel as well. So again, thank you for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive, and stay productive.